Now let's get started by letting me give you a little bit of a scenario of what my life is all about.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're looking at instances where Chris Farley's SNL co-stars couldn't keep a straight face because of him.
This is life! What the hell?
Number 10, Matt Foley at the gym.
Alright, how you guys doing? Okie dokie, my name, probably you don't know me, is Matt Foley, and I am a motivational speaker.
When he returned to host SNL, Chris Farley brought back one of his best sketches. This premise sees the character giving a pep talk to an exercise class. The motivational speaker finds an opportunity to run wild after grabbing a pot of coffee. Pouring it all over himself, the performer receives some hilarious reactions from the likes of Jim Brewer and Tim Meadows.
Shut your pipe hole, Missy!
All right, look, Matt, take it easy. Look, this is not gonna work out.
Farley even breaks himself up for a second before playing off of Meadows' trainer. While it might not be the best version of this skit, this scene does manage to offer up some more laughs courtesy of the legend.
However, I've forgotten mine. Is kind of a moot point.
Gross. You cannot be serious.
Number 9, the Hurley Boy house sitting service.
Let me water your plants.
Come on, let the boy water your plants.
In this commercial, Adam Sandler's character really tries to sell his service. He pleads with the camera to be a house sitter while Mr. O'Malley helps out. The latter role is played by Chris Farley in a number of asides that only get angrier with each passing moment.
Mother of God, what is the holdup? Let the boy sleep in your damn bed! He said he'd wash the sheets!
Each time that O'Malley takes over, his counterpart seems to be clenching his jaw shut so he doesn't laugh. This all leads to a huge blow-up from Farley, at which point Sandler struggles to hide his smiles.
Have you seen somebody happy? So just let him move in! For the love of God, let the boy move in with you!
Given this setup, it's amazing that neither performer falls over laughing at some point. Number 8, Pepperboy.
You see that man right there? Yeah. Big, fat, bushy beard. Big, fat, bushy beard. He like a 3 twists of pepper.
Set at a nice restaurant, this sketch features 2 waiters eagerly peppering food. Dana Carvey's character tries to mentor Adam Sandler's staff member in some choice moments. This also includes some stellar voices from both performers, though the surprise star is a guest played by Chris Farley. After seasoning the man's dish, Sandler covers his face as he receives an extremely loud response.
Why, thank you, Pepper Boy! That's the perfect amount of pepper! Bravo!
Grazie.
The hilarious performance doesn't last long, but it does leave a massive impression on the scene. His presence nearly tears a hole in the skit in the best way possible. With a solid beard and costume, Farley really knows how to take one line and make it his own.
Fresh pepper.
Why, yes!
Number 7, Gap Girls at the Food Court. In another showcase of 1990s SNL, some of the best stars of the decade assembled for this sketch. The performers eat at the food court with an iconic line from Chris Farley.
Lay off me, I'm starving!
Diet starts Monday.
There's also some vocal work from the likes of Adam Sandler that's especially hilarious. By the time Rob Schneider and Sarah Gilbert's characters show up, Farley delivers a comeback that's equally funny for being so strange.
When they were passing out brains, you thought they said trains. And then you got on it and on a train and then went for a ride.
This leads Schneider to break as he watches his co-star steal the scene. While the voices and costumes are great, it's these kinds of mistakes that bring people back for more.
Really, whatever.
Whatever!
Whatever! Have fun making minimum wage, girls.
Number 6. Breaking into the Central Park Zoo polar bear cage. Not every SNL sketch has an amazing script, but they can still be hugely entertaining. This skit, set at the zoo, is a prime example of this concept. The star-studded lineup decides to take their turn jumping into a polar bear cage.
What happened? What happened? Did the bear get him? I'm not wearing my glasses.
Yeah, the polar bear killed Jay. What?
As each one gets torn to shreds, blood splatters all over the survivors, and the remaining actors start to slowly lose it. This all leads up to Norm Macdonald and Chris Farley's characters being left, with both performers ready to break at any moment.
Who was the first guy that went in there?
Are you serious? You forgot which of our buddies was killed first? It was Jay Moore, you arse.
Yeah, but, what's Jay's middle name? I forget.
The latter's performance causes McDonald to crack up. You could call this some kind of train wreck, but it's definitely an enjoyable one.
Well, you know what? I'm going to jump in there because I'm sure the bear is full by now.
Number 5. Chris Farley as Bennett Brower.
That's right, Bennett Brower back with another commentary. Thought you'd seen the last of old Bennett, perhaps.
While he's a lesser-known character, Bennett Brower does create this hilarious segment on Weekend Update. The correspondent makes ample use of air quotes throughout this skit. At one point, he's supposed to take off with the help of some wires. Chris Farley breaks character and ad-libs when he realizes there's a problem. Ready for some improvisation, the performer turns this mistake into a fantastic moment.
Look at Kevin! But I'm doing something!
Even host Kevin Nealon has to come to the rescue, laughing as he has to try to adjust the rigging. After making his co-star leave his chair, Farley finally soars through the air in a satisfying ending.
Maybe the cables didn't clear the light, ladies and gentlemen.
Number 4. Zagat's with Hank and Beverly Gelfand. Anniversary.
Maybe we can all find a place in our Zagat's New York restaurant guide. Let's take a look together.
This volatile couple tries to use a guidebook to look for a restaurant. Throughout the sketch, Hank Gelfand keeps nagging Beverly to stop. Chris Farley plays his part perfectly as Adam Sandler tries to remain calm. The former touches the latter's leg, which almost stops the scene.
Their sensual setting will set the mood for any romantic rendezvous. Oh, hear that, Hank?
After stifling a laugh, Sandler takes the book and rips it up. He shares a look with his co-star in the heat of the moment that breaks both of them. Their quick recovery puts them back on script, but it's still fun to see the skit go off the rails.
Let's find a show to watch in our TV guide.
Just when I thought I was out, she drags me back in.
Number 3. Adam Sandler, Lunch Lady Land. This hilarious tribute to the work of lunch ladies is great on its own, but it's the work of Chris Farley that takes it to another level.
Just know everything's doing fine down here in Lunch Lady Land.
Adam Sandler delivers this homage while his co-star dances around in a memorable outfit. The two start to interact as Farley mouths the words, with the singer having to keep a straight face during his performance.
Hoagies and grinders, hoagies and grinders. Navy beans, navy beans, navy beans, navy beans.
Sandler especially looks to be having the time of his life. They both share a fun moment as they struggle to hold back laughter. With all the stellar choreography and funny lyrics, this sketch cracks everyone up in an iconic display.
Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Well.
Number 2. Matt Foley, scaring kids straight in prison.
Let's give it up for my cellmate 3, Matt Foley. All right, howdy doody, John.
For this variation on the popular sketch, the motivational speaker finds himself behind bars teaching teens about prison. Chris Farley's entrance is full of energy and loud enough to get his co-stars on the verge of laughter. Once the comedian sets his sights on fellow cast member Adam Sandler, he really kicks it up a notch. Sandler can barely contain himself as Farley pronounces words like purdy in his own special way.
That's pretty funny. Let me rephrase that. That's funny. And you're purdy.
You can clearly see that the Matt Foley character is funny enough to even break the professionals. Like a friend trying to tell his buddies a joke, the lead performer can't help himself in a wonderfully crazy performance.
Yeah. Well, I just bought you back.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Matt Foley, Van Down by the River.
Now, as your father probably told you, my name is Matt Foley, and I am a motivational speaker.
In the first and most iconic version of this skit, Chris Farley comes out as the fully formed character Matt Foley. The motivational speaker gives a talk to two teenagers that quickly breaks down. Farley's performance might be the peak of physical comedy, along with one of the best catchphrases in the show's history.
You're using your paper not for writing, but for rolling doobies. You're gonna be doing a lot of doobie rolling when you're living in a van down by the river.
Flying off the handle, the performer gets up close and personal with David Spade and Christina Applegate's characters. This leads them to hide their laughs behind their hands. Before the comedian can even fall through the coffee table, he already had his co-stars breaking down.
There's you there! Whoops-a-daisy.
Did we forget another time that Farley made people laugh? Let us know in the comments.
We're gonna be buddies, we're gonna be pals, we're gonna wrestle around.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.